What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Lewis, and look, I know I said I wanted to do less bowling ball reviews, but since I just signed with Motiv, I wanted to review a few of the balls that I haven't thrown in a long time, and specifically ones that I haven't thrown two-handed. So these first few videos here kind of just bear with me, and then after that we're going to get back into comparisons and more bowling type videos. So please consider subscribing to the channel. If you like this jersey, efx.co, promo code Napoles10. And then if you want this 500 grit chamois, use the link down below in the description. So the Jackal Ghost, you guys know, is like one of the best Motiv balls of all time. I really love this ball when I was one-handed. I haven't thrown one in a long time now. But it's like one of my favorite balls from the Motiv line, like all time. Not current, just because it's an older ball. But this is, when you talk about Motiv, this is one of the all-time greats and one of the most popular ones. So I wanted to drill it two-handed so that I can get a little bit of a review in. So let's talk about the Jackal Ghost. It features the Predator V2 core, which in 15 pounds has an RG of 2.47, a max differential of 0.054, and an intermediate differential of 0.015. So very strong core. All of that is wrapped around the Coercion HFS solid cover stock that comes out of box at a 3000 grit finish. So the core and cover combination on this ball is very strong, but because it's paired with a 3000 grit finish, it's not going to be overly early, overly strong. With the layout, I had to go with the same layout that I've been using on everything recently, being 5 1/4 by 4 by 3 3/4. We're going to be here at South Point on a fresh, typical house shot. Let me know in the comments, have you ever thrown a Jackal Ghost? You know, when I signed back with Motiv, this had to be the first ball that I drilled. Had to be. We'll see you on the lanes. All right, guys, so coming up here is going to be the first shot with the Jackal Ghost. I do have the secondary camera rolling. I'm still learning what the best angle is, so let me know in the comments if you like this angle or not. All right, so first shot here, Jackal Ghost. We're going to be pretty far left here to start. As always, because of South Point, you know how that is. Yeah, I mean, even two-handed, it still does the thing that a Jackal Ghost does, which is, it's strong for sure, but it's pretty clean and its shape's pretty good for a solid. So it's one of those things where if you're looking for like a really strong early ASIM solid, this really just isn't it. But if you're looking for a ball that's really versatile, that can get through the front and shape while still needing like an earlier, smoother motion, that's when you're gonna go to something like this Jackal Ghost. And so we're one shot in, and hopefully, we can continue to throw shots like that, because I thought that was as good a start as we could have had. And I warmed up with this ball already, that's why I had so much to say after that first shot. Oh, that's not a good shot. But I'll take it. I really missed that at the bottom, and I'm hoping that this lower angle can really showcase those misses. So when I say that I missed it at the bottom, you guys can really see what I'm talking about. Because the trajectory was fine on that shot. I just missed it at the bottom. So we're gonna go back to that same spot. No need to move. I don't like moving on a miss, and I missed that at the bottom. Push. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. I think something like a Jackal Onyx or even the Evoke, when I miss in like that, doesn't hold. It hooks early and wants to go through the face when I make a big miss like that. So we're 3 for 3 to start, and honestly, you know, I haven't thrown the ball all that great. You know, one of them was perfect, that first one. Second one I missed at the bottom. Third one I missed in. So we're splitting arrows, but we're still 3 for 3. Let's label one here. Nope, missed in again. That was a really bad shot. Really bad shot. I'm also working on trying to be more like this way with my hand instead of this way. Like, more forward instead of coming around it. So because of that, I am struggling a little bit with the feel. But I will say that when I do get it right, it feels really good. All right. And I'm keeping my chamois here because I don't want to get powder all over the camera. All right, let's label this one here. There we go. That's labeled. I mean, that is absolutely 10 out of 10. The shot. And yeah, like, I typically don't like throwing the bigger ASIM solids on a house shot, like what I'm bowling on right now. But the Jackal Ghost seems like it could be the exception because it is cleaner, because it's not as rolly. Like, it wants to respond to the friction pretty well. Like, you know, I love the Jackal Onyx. I just don't have a spot for it in the league because of how strong it is. Now, if I was bowling on a heavier sports shot, I would for sure love that Onyx. Oh, I missed that right. Get there? No. No. Even something that's cleaner, quicker, it's still an asymmetric solid. And at the end of the day, I can't miss right like that. I'm going to blame it on that guy that was vaping on my approach. I'm going to blame it on him. Obviously, I'm not going to blame it on myself. Obviously. All right. Oh, someone dropped the bowling ball. I also might have rushed on that last shot. We can slow things down. We don't have to go too fast. All right, stop dancing, dude. Yeah, I just did the exact same miss 2 shots in a row. Not good. Let's check the time here. Oh, we got plenty of time. We got plenty of time. Yeah, you know, I think that even though this is an older ball, there's a reason it's the longest running asymmetric ball on the market. All right, forget about the guy watching. Oh boy, that's 3 really bad shots in a row. Yeah, see, I don't like doing the one takes when things like this happen, where the guy is literally just standing there smoking a cigarette and he's moving and I can see him in my peripherals. But all of that is just an excuse. I need to throw it better. And I know I told you guys I'm going to do some more one-handed stuff. I just wanted to drill a few of these balls that I haven't thrown one-handed, two-handed. And then eventually we'll go back and do some one-handed videos. And new ball reviews are all going to get a one-handed and a two-handed version. There we go. Good shot. Oh, Messenger 10. Absolutely missed. But yeah, I think if I was bowling for a score, I'd probably get out of this already. I'd get into something a little bit cleaner, something a little bit more responsive to the friction. Because even though it is clean, even though it is pretty quick for a solid, it's still a little smooth. So for example, like right now, I would, based on what I have with me, I have a Black Venom and a Primal Shock. I'd probably take a look at that Black Venom. Just something that's similar, but cleaner and quicker. Yeah, so we'll make our first move here. I'm gonna move in a little bit. Like 2 and 1 left. Nothing big here. Oh, that 7-pin is dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Let me see. We're at about 8 minutes on this one take. I'll throw one more strike here. And then we'll wrap it up. Very, very strong. You know, we're on a fresh house shot and I am super far left. All right, let's really roll this one. There we go, that's gonna strike. Oh! All right, so I've thrown 2 or 3 really good shots in a row now that I have been absolutely hosed on. Wild. It's all right, boys. This is also why we do one take, so that we can see everything. There's no hiding behind editing. Even though technically me going to 2 cameras means that there's more editing to do. Oh, that's 0. All right, we're in trouble now. Because now I'm in my head. No, towards the end of these one takes, I start getting tired. Last shot of the video here, boys. Unless I don't strike, then I'll throw another one. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm tired. Chris, I'm throwing the ball like shit. Little dance break. Ball came back. All right. Yeah, if I was bowling for score, I would not be throwing this ball right now. Because, yes, I'm throwing bad shots, but I'm throwing bad shots because I feel trapped. Because the few shots I got right kind of bailed as the lanes transitioned a little bit. But I'll get this one right one more time here. Yeah, see, I mean, honestly, that strike was lucky because it kind of labored, it kind of bailed. I definitely need something quicker. But yeah, that's the Jackal Ghost. I think I preferred it one-handed, if I'm being honest. But it's still, I think it's still a good option. I think it's definitely going to stay in my extended arsenal. I don't I'm not bowling league in the summer, so I don't know that it's going to be in the league bag once winter starts, but it's definitely a good option to have. We'll see you guys on the next one.